capable of debating and it like can get somewhere because like without God, if we disagree, there's no like standards to determine who's correct. That's the
Right.
problem
So
with
how is that not doing anything other than what I said was reaffirming your presupposition? You're just saying other people that don't adopt my framework are wrong and they can't make a case for being right, and I can. Yeah, that's your worldview. Other than, like, do you think a presuppositionalist scientist would be able to invent things that a secular scientist would not and never could be able to?
um no, I mean, yeah, like belief in God isn't going to necessarily make the science better, but it could give your science like purpose and direction because without God, science really has no direction.
Right, and that's just again reaffirming your beliefs and presuppositions. It
Reaffirming,
doesn't it
no.
doesn't do it doesn't actually make anybody be able to do anything.
Um, I mean, it gives us like a standard to see like who's right or wrong. Without God, there's no
Yeah,
way to tell
according
who's
yeah, but that's literally just according to you. So,
no, no. It's an objective standard.
according to you, yeah, you
Hmm.
define it to be that way.
No, think about this. Like, if we disagreed on what Animal Farm meant, I say Animal Farm is about the Civil War. You say Animal Farm is about the Bolshevik Revolution. There's no way to tell who's correct unless there's an author to the book that intends the book to have a certain meaning. And that if like George Orwell wrote the book and intends for it to be about the Bolshevik Revolution, then there's context to say that you're correct and I'm wrong.
What if
Not about
literally everything we know about about the world disagrees with what the book says? Then what do we do?
well, that's the point is if there's no author to the world, if there's no inherent meaning
I
to the
didn't I didn't
world,
say the world. I'm talking about the book. I write a book that says the Earth is flat, and so you know. Do you think that that's true?
no, but that's a good
Okay, but you
example.
have to appeal to my book, to me, the author who wrote the book that makes the claim about the world.
So flat earther, yeah, but here's the point. Flat earthers and a sphere earther, they look at the same evidence, right? But the difference is the flat
Yeah,
earther interprets the evidence differently. And then so
yeah.
the question is who's interpreting the data correctly? Because this is called underdetermination of data in science. It's a big problem for science. And so this is what God solves, right? God gives us an answer to how to interpret the world correctly.
How do we do that?
We accept God's revelation. Without God's revelation, we don't have an objective standard to interpret evidence.
So, what did God reveal to you about the world?
That it's like like I know there's a physical world, right? You just assume there's a physical world. You don't
Okay,
have any.
let's. No, you assume that it's been revealed to you that that's the case, and I assume that I exist in the world. It's a true fact that the universe exists. I'm a part of it, and information about it is able to be. I'm able to ascertain that or obtain and ascertain that information. We both merely presuppose that. But a question would then be: do you agree that there are galaxies billions of light years away?
No, you don't. You're not getting it. So when I
I
believe that
don't
the
care if you don't think I don't get it. I literally don't care. Do you accept that there are galaxies billions of light years away?
no,
You don't. Are you a flat earther?
no,
Okay. Do you think the Andromeda galaxy exists? That one's only 2 million light years away.
yeah,
Okay. Um are you a young earth creationist?
yes,
Okay, so you have to interpret the world around you in a way that conforms with your presupposed worldview, rather than letting that data speak for itself in a way.
but the data doesn't.
Because you can't see millions of light years if the light's only been traveling for 6,000 years.
But this is your problem.
No, it's
The
not my
data doesn't.
problem.
the data doesn't speak for itself. Like, do you think a fossil has a voice and go, "Hi, I'm a fossil. I'm 7 million years old, Planet Peterson"?
I think people have brains and they can interpret data. You think the same thing.
Okay,
It's just
but
that
then
when
there's the
that data
question.
disagrees with your presupposed worldview, you say the way we interpret the data is flawed.
No, that's the question. That's what's under dispute. Who is interpreting evidence correctly, right? And under your
Yeah.
system, because you don't start with God, you have no way to know who's interpreting data correctly. Because
No,
science,
you don't. You can't just say
science,
I presuppose that God is what allows us to interpret data. Therefore, I know how to do it, and you don't. I'll just presuppose that we don't need God in order to do that. There, I win.
okay, but you don't win
Okay,
because
there.
now,
No,
but
I
now
do
there's
win
no
because
way
I
to,
presuppose that that's how it works.
but on your model, there's no way to tell who's interpreting data correctly.
Yes,
That's
there
the
is.
problem. No, there isn't.
Yes,
Science
there
doesn't.
is.
Science gives us data points. It doesn't tell us how to. How do you solve the underdetermination of data?
I don't know what you mean by that.
It's a big problem. Don't you think? Do you like not look at any of the criticisms of science? You just have blind faith in science.
I don't care much for what presuppositionalists say because you're all a bunch of
Not
goofy
a,
guys. So
not what a presupp. It's a thing in philosophy for science. Philosophy of science. Underdetermination of data.
cool.
Don't you? Wow. So you just blind. You have blind faith
Nope.
without reason. You just accept. Well, you don't know
No,
any of the
scientific.
You know, you don't
PMARS,
even know the
you
problem of
accept
induction.
almost all scientific data, even though you don't even do any of the scientific experiments yourself. So why are you blindly accepting all of these scientific facts?
I don't. I'm aware of the
So you
criticisms.
don't think that atoms exist?
I look at. I'm not blindly.
The question was, do you think atoms exist?
No, it was a loaded question.
Yeah, so the
because
question was, do you think atoms exist?
why are you so rude?
I'm not. You're not answering my question. So, do you think atoms exist?
It's a loaded question.
It's literally
Like,
not. Do you think atoms exist?
Literally, it's loaded like Ernest Hemingway.
Ernest Hemingway, yeah.
It's,
Do you think that atoms exist?
have you seen Sabrine?
So the question
Sabrina?
is, do you think that atoms exist?
I don't know. I've been watching Sabrina's
Okay.
videos.
So, anyways, Sabine Hassenfelder?
Yeah, Sabine's videos.
Yeah, I don't watch any of her stuff. I'm not particularly a
seems to
huge
think-
fan.
She
Anyways.
seems to think, she thinks that particle physics is a mathematical hoax.
Cool, and other physicists don't think so. So PMARS, I have a question.
She
If
was a
a
particle
I have a
physicist.
I have a series of questions for you. If a Christian told you that they saw a unicorn, would you believe them? Keep in mind, they have an objective standard of how to know true facts according to you. So would you believe them?
No, would you?
No, I would not. Why would you not believe them?
Because we have evidence that unicorns don't exist.
So that's how you determine what is true and what isn't true?
Yeah, I'm
Priors?
evidence-based.
So it has nothing
at-
to do with your presuppositionalist beliefs?
Well, unlike you, Planet Peterson, I'm evidence-based.
So
I
the
want
question
evidence-
is, if a Christian said to you, I saw a unicorn, and then they argued to you, hey, I have the objective standard of truth, so you're not allowed to say that, no, you didn't see a unicorn. What if they appealed to revelation from the Bible to claim that they have the exclusive means of being able to validate claims, and so you don't get to claim that they didn't see a unicorn? What would you say to them?
Well, I would say, like, where did you get this, like, horseshit interpretation? Did you get this from, like, some dumb idiot like Planet Peterson? Because this is a straw man of the Christian position.
It's not. But anyways, so if a Christian told you they saw a unicorn, you wouldn't believe them because we don't have evidence of unicorns. So it doesn't ultimately have anything to do with being revealed some sort of special ability to know things.
Well, we would revelation would be a type of evidence, right? In a Christian model, I know you
Okay.
don't.
Anyways.
In your position, you don't accept that. But I'm evidence
I
based.
don't really know where you're going with that.